Hi, this is Juliet Loves Beginning with a message called Spirit Will Make It Obvious. This is your opportunity to allow Spirit to lift burdens from you. While you seem to be in a place, experiencing time, this is every moment. The highest purpose of every moment is to allow the lifting of burdens. Think of burdens in terms of carrying. You think you carry responsibilities. You think you carry the weight of unfortunate conditions. But Spirit tells you all of this has been imagined. You carry light, and only light. The same is true of all. Spirit helps you to give up your conviction that you or anyone you perceive as else carry anything but the light. Every moment in which you find yourself is an opportunity to allow Spirit to remove all perceived burdens. So what are you going to lift up and offer? Burdens seem very real, and not a single one is real. You have never done wrong, so all the seeming consequences of the idea that you did wrong, the idea that you separated from God, are only imagined. Your mind is very powerful. You have an excellent imagination, so those burdens seem very real. That doesn't make them real. An experience tends to make real in your sight something you are thinking. You think something, then that thought causes an experience of time and space. Then you think that the experience is real and will repeat itself in some way. You think that the experience reflects back to you a limit by which you must live. You think you are subject to your experiences. The cause of all this is a thought, and then another thought, and then another one. Spirit releases you from your attachment to thoughts, and that is how burdens are handled. In working with you on the perception of burdens, Spirit helps you to see through the unreal, making the real prominent, consistent, and causative in your sight. Spirit is not allowed to lift the perception of burdens from you if you are making the perception real for you by attempting to handle and manage the burdens you perceive. Spirit works through you when and as you allow it. When you are busy believing that you are a separate identity who has to struggle and handle things, you are busy blocking Spirit's help. When you are looking at yourself as burdened, remember that you are looking at a separate self. Spirit can come in to correct this perception at your invitation. Where do burdens have their birthplace? In thought. The ego sends thoughts to you that you are separate, that you have separated from God. The ego sends you thoughts about how you are worthy of punishment. Then the ego sends thoughts about punishing circumstances. Think of a circumstance as a line drawn around you, a limit setting you apart as something both separate and condemned. What is your part? You invented ego, this thought sender, because you wanted to forget who you were. You believed that you had separated from God successfully, so you believed that you were guilty of a great crime. You wanted to hide in an identity not your own, and then attempt to stay there. We bring you the good news as many times as we have to repeat it, that you are not able to separate from God. No great crime was committed. The only thing that ever happened was that you made an illusion. That's all. And Spirit clears away this illusion as you allow it. It is important to remember as you allow Spirit's assistance that there is nothing for you to hide and protect. Open up the doors to all your thinking to Spirit and allow Spirit to shine through the unreal, highlighting what is real. The light is forever real, and Spirit invites you to drop your preoccupation with defenses and busyness so you can gaze upon this light. When you gaze upon the light and allow Spirit to do its work, you allow Spirit to arrange your perception of time and space to bring you the perception of all of the problems birthed in time. Your job is to stay open and to follow where it is obvious. Spirit will make it obvious. We shine. You shine. But you use effort to imagine that which blocks this radiance. Thank you for allowing us to shine through your defenses today. Thanks for listening.